Part two of monitoring spirits and our experiences, my experiences with it. So I was still receiving my messages. I was still journaling. I was still going ahead and getting all those messages. But I was, I was talking more to the family, and I stopped recording on here, and I really stopped doing what I was doing here. When I first got here, I started this whole entire page, and I was like, I'm going to move past the fear because I felt like I didn't know enough. I was still too new. I didn't know the cards. I didn't know much. And something just told me, you know enough. You know enough, and also your experiences speak for you. So that may be for someone out there as well. You know enough, and your experiences speak for you as well. Okay? So don't ever think that you don't know enough. Don't ever think that you're not good enough or anything like that. The things that you go through, grow through, the experiences that you have are for a reason, and they are meant for you to not only change your life through them, but to change others' lives through them. The moment that I stopped live streaming on that channel, um, these people no longer knew where we were. These entities, I can say through people, no longer knew where we were. So they no longer knew what we were doing, and they were trying to fish on that, because I haven't posted anything on there, but there are DMs and comments like, hey, oh, no more this, or when are you guys coming back? And it's this fishing for, like, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, they want to know so badly. And then I've noticed also that the monitoring spirits will also use people that you deem as family, friends. They will use people that you have like a sort of like a relationship with, because there were certain people, family, friends, that will check in after not hearing from them for a long time. And after them expressing that, they had no idea what was going on with us, but things are not right, and blah, squaw, and all this stuff, they would come and check in all of a sudden. Hey, long time. So what are you up to now? What are you guys doing? And we wouldn't respond because now we know. Whereas before, you would have like the whole spiel. You would tell everybody what was going on. You would tell everybody what was happening, or you would tell everybody what you were planning on doing. You know what I mean? And now it's like you have this guarded energy to where you're not telling anybody anymore, because now you see it. Now I didn't know about it before, but now that I know about it, I'm going to go ahead and move like I know, right? So, after leaving that, you know, it was a hard decision, because at that point it was the only thing that was kind of bringing something in. And we had to make that decision and say no, because there's something bigger and better coming, and there's something that's going to go ahead and, those posts, it's something that's going to blow up because of you making the decision to move on from that. You have to understand that when something is steady not working out, and you keep pushing, pulling, and something is steady showing you that this is not the way, eventually you have to, no matter what it's giving you or what you think it's giving you, you have to make the decision to walk away. And that's what we did. And ever since then, I feel this sense of freedom, energetically, spiritually, okay? I feel this sense of, like, I don't know, just being free, okay? And ever since I came back with you guys and I started doing my readings again, and I started to do, share my channels again, and my channeled messages, and it just feels right. It feels like it's me, you know what I mean? And for the longest time, it was crazy. So now, some of them, I started a YouTube where I'm starting to, like, create content on there and do like weekly readings and pick up piles and stuff like that on YouTube. they have somehow found my page and are trying to do the same thing. So what they'll do is they'll try to intimidate a response out of you. They'll try to like frustrate you or get you pissed off to the point where you answer or confront them, and then boom, you're tied to that energy, right? This is from my experience, this is what I've seen. And they will get you all riled up, all upset, or they'll get you with, you may be upbeat and feeling great about stuff, and then they'll get you with like a sad sob story, like health issues, or like things just not being right, or all they'll comment about is just misery and certain things just not being right or well, right? And I understand that everyone is going through something, but it's just the main theme when it comes to this. Oh, he scared me. He's pulling, he scared the crap out of me. So, yeah. So after that, the being watched became less and less, because now they don't know where you are. You're not live streaming. You're not, but you literally had people, like I would be live streaming with the gimbal, and I literally had people like 2-3 steps behind me. And half the time I would be with, my daughters or whatever. And it just became crazy. And I didn't really know about this until this year. It became very prevalent. It became like the main focus in our lives. And until this year, I have heard of it, okay? Just like Dark Night of the Soul, I had heard of it, but it was not something that I really knew much about, or like I felt like I had experienced. But now when I look back on certain things, there has always been the phone calls to see what you're doing, how you're doing it, and you're so excited about your ideas and you're so naive about stuff that you just go ahead and you share all this stuff because you feel that the person you are speaking to is, is happy for you, like you're happy for them. You feel like, who you are, like you see who you are and you see the good in people. So you don't think about stuff like that until things start to happen. And their main thing is literally to come in and destroy whatever feelings of excitement, whatever you have planned, because whatever it is that you're planning, it's going to, especially if it's something spiritual, it is going to change the course of the collective. And whoever has been in control of the collective up until now, this is how I'm interpreting it. It feels like they don't want that. They don't want that shift happening. They don't want that happening. So therefore, they're going to go ahead and insert these spirits to look on you, see what you're doing, and try to sit there and make you feel like oh, you feel like you're doing big shit. Well, you're not really doing big shit. You know what I mean? To like disappoint you is what I'm looking for, the word I'm looking for. To disappoint you, to have you in a low vibration, to make sure that they lower your vibration so that you do not come out with whatever it is that you're doing. That's what I gathered from this. So that's why I left that. Even though, yes, it was monetized, even though, yes, it was, paying or, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I mean, it wasn't anything, but it was. I decided to step away from that. Why? Because I wasn't into that. It wasn't really what I was called to do. This is what I feel I'm called to do. This sharing of my experiences, writing, doing my readings. I feel like this is more of what I'm called to do. And now that I know that all that stuff exists, I'm more careful in who I'm sharing my information with, and I'm more careful as to how I'm moving about. You know what I mean? And you can sense the eyes, okay? Like, even when people come to talk to you, the eyes don't lie, okay? Everything is about the eyes. And I had visions of the eyes, and it had nothing to do with the last channel that I had. I had the channel with the song Your Eyes, but I had these visions, and I kept telling them. Then we kept having dreams of people that we knew. I had the dream, my husband had a dream, the kids had a dream of someone we knew in our dream who was just sitting in a corner watching us. He wasn't moving, he wasn't doing anything, he was just sitting and watching. That's it. And when I started to look up monitoring spirits, that's one of the things that it said. You will have dreams of certain people watching you, even if they're known or unknown. You might not know. Sometimes you have, dreams are weird. Sometimes you dream of people that you've never seen and stuff like that. So, but majority of the time, it's someone that you know, and it's showing you. It's literally being shown to you so that you can know that, hey, and I'm sure this is part 3 because I'm already at 11 minutes. Hey, someone is watching you. Someone is not on your team. Someone does not want you to be successful and to move forward with what you're doing. And that's it. Yeah. We'll talk more about that, but that is the general gist of it. Just be aware. Your intuition is key in everything that you do. Everything. Okay, so just be aware. Love y'all.